the words and I got the flow. See, I don't gotta write, I got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, that's called a ghost writer. Jeremiah 5:14, that's so fire. Isaiah 14, and when I retire out of captivity, I broke the iron. Who that is coming out of Mount Zion? Woolly hair, looking like a lion. 1,000 men marching with no drums on, no trombone, just
hurricane season or God's reason? Let's see what the last reasoning of God did when it came through here.
NBC News. Hurricane Milton. At least 14 deaths confirmed after monster storm slams into Florida. The dangerous storm spawned a tornado outbreak ahead of landfall. Millions were without power after the hurricane made landfall as a Category 3 storm.
Now check this out. It said 14 people dead. It's more missing. The number has went up over there. And I think this article might have changed the number that was on this one. Now, when it says 14 people died right there. Now, this is how you know they don't believe in the Most High. Give me that the scripture in Psalms about God. 96, I believe it is. He's talking about it. Let's see. Psalm 99. There we go. Let's see. Psalms chapter. What do I want here? Where is it? No, that ain't what I wanted. It's about the death. Yeah, the issue. Where's it at? Yep, 68:20. There we go. Psalm 68:20. Let's read that.
Psalms chapter 68 and verse 20. He that is our God is the God of salvation. And unto God the Lord belong the issues from death.
Now, here's the thing you got to ask yourself is whether you believe in God or not. You keep saying these is natural disasters. It's heating up fossil fuel. Okay, so why did these people die when that came through if God is responsible for all death upon the earth? Is that just a happenstance or a coincidence? Or did God say, I'm going to send this tempest through this way and it's their time to go? Because what the world don't know about, especially scientists, when it comes to trying to put their finger on the hand of God, get that in Job chapter 14. Right. Job 14. Let's see what God say about death. 14. Let's read it. Let's start at verse 1.
Job chapter 14, verse 1. Man that is born of a woman is of a few days and full of trouble.
Full of trouble, especially for the Israelite man. Because once we get on here, our life is full of travail. We groaning in the spirit, trying to get back to our kingship that we know that we belong in. We feel it in our spirit. We feel it when we get those microaggressions of racism from white folk. You feel it, your spirit be groaning. Our days is few days and full of trouble. Now jump down to verse 5.
Verse 5. Seeing his days are determined.
His days are determined. Go ahead.
The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
That God said he cannot pass. Is that science? Is that global warming? No. The issues of death belong to the Most High. And this time around, go back to the article. Read that again from the top.
Hurricane Milton. At least 14 deaths confirmed after monster storm slams into Florida.
Whoever those people were, God said it was the time that they could not go past this day, this month. Their bound is set right here. And the storm came because it was their time to leave the earth. Go ahead, officer.
Yeah, going back to that climate change stuff about the storm. Go to Mark chapter 4, read verse 39. This is about Christ. You want to know about climate change, how it be changing? Read that.
Mark chapter 4 and verse 39. And he arose
while he was sleeping on the boat. He arose
and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm.
Only God could change the climate.
That's it. That's proof right there. He controlled it right
That's
there.
It.
That's cold-blooded right there.
That's cold-blooded right there.
And even more, give me Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6. Right? Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6. Because you check. You read about like how Officer Pagiel just pulled, Christ can change whatever. Read this.
Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts.
You shall be visited who?
Of the Lord of hosts.
So this letting you know who is sending that storm. You shall be visited of the Lord of hosts. Read.
With thunder.
With thunder.
And with earthquake.
With earthquake.
And great noise.
And great noise. And what else?
With storm and tempest.
With storm and tempest.
Hit the ball. And the flame of devouring fire.
So when you see all of this stuff happening, y'all call it natural disasters. The Bible says you are being visited of the Lord of the armies of heaven.
And remind you, the water still didn't go down yet. It's still flooded. I just called my brother up this morning who's in Tampa. He said hotels didn't get flooded, but throughout the whole community, everything is flooded. No food, no nothing. Yeah.
We great. Get some of that, man. Yeah. See if you can play that video real quick. Go ahead.
Where's the sound at?
At Manasota Key, homes ripped apart and pushed off their foundations. Debris everywhere. The damage along Florida's already battered Gulf Coast extensive, but not nearly as catastrophic as originally feared.
The storm was significant, but thankfully this was not the worst case scenario.
At least 12 people are dead. Millions of homes and businesses are without power on Florida's East Coast.
Cut that bad right there. Now watch it. Y'all see that? Isaiah chapter 28 verse 2.
Yep.
Isaiah 28 and 2. Look at this. Now look, y'all see that right there. Read it.
Isaiah chapter 28 verse 2. Behold, the Lord has a mighty and strong one.
The Lord hath a mighty and strong one. Read on.
Which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm.
As a what?
A destroying storm. As a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand.
With the what?
With the hand.
With whose hand? The Most High's hand.
That's right.
He puts it down. They said, you know what? Right there, I'm going to start that, what they call a hurricane. I'm going to start it right here. With his hand, he do this right here. Sit on top, stir that thing up, and then put it that way. Yeah, right there. And you know what? They think it's going to go right there at the bottom, but at the last second, I'm going to make that damn thing turn and go right up the West Coast. I'm going to get their ass when they ain't looking. Watch this.
And when them people down in Broward think it's all right, I'm going to send a big ass tornado.
Yeah.
Say, man, those people over there, they struggling.
Right.
Tornado come right through the middle of us. Like,
right
nah, y'all ain't.
Right. Let me pull a script.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get Sirach 39, verse 28. Because a lot of us don't understand. There is the Spirit of God that's guiding all these storms and all these fires. Yep. Read that for me.
Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39, verse 28.
Read.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
For what?
For vengeance.
There's a lot of wickedness going on. God gotta get you. That's your payback. That's a big payback.
Yep.
Read.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction.
I think that tornado stayed on ground for like more than an hour.
Yeah.
It was
normally we get the little dust storms or whatever they call it, but that was a full-fledged Oklahoma.
It was an F3, 140 something
miles
miles per hour.
That's an F3.
Look.
Read on.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
God said, I'm going to lay my stroke up on this wicked kingdom. Because that's what they were created for.
Yeah.
God said, I'm not going to, no, I'm going to move those spirits in these storms and to do my bit for
you. Judgment. And you know what? And you might not, it might not have been your time where, you know, it said in Job where it says it's a day and it's a month that he cannot pass. He said, okay, you got more time. I'm going to show my hand. And if you got spiritual eyes, you're going to see that it's me in these storms.
Right.
But if you didn't, God said, I'm going to still touch you. Go to the next article. Look how God touched you. Just to warn you, because God knows where to hit you. Play that. Read it.
Reuters. Fitch says Hurricane Milton will push 2024 insured losses over $100 billion.
100 what?
100 billion.
100 billion in a matter of what? It was here about 12 hours. It passed through the whole state.
Right.
God said, I'm gonna get 100 billion up out you in 12 hours, just like that.
And if it didn't hit you, your insurance gonna go up because we got to get them 100 billion back.
Yeah. Oh Oh, yeah.
We're going to end up paying for that on the back end.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's go to that next article that we got so you can see what 100 billion looks like. Go ahead, play it. This the hand of God that scientists just say, oh, it's
right
just
over
a
my
natural
head. I
disaster.
was in my house. The house was lifting, and I ran through. And the house was lifting up, and then I guess the pressure from the wind blew the windows in, blew the roof off, and blew the walls out. And I was lit on my knees next to my freezer, looking up. And I watched the roof of my house blow up. And then I watched the tornado was going over right at the same time.
Tore the roof off them things.
I ran out of the house and I looked over there and I said, those are my friends, those are my neighbors. And I went to try to find them. And I found 2 passed and 1 we couldn't find.
You said 2 passed
2
away?
of them passed. He tried to go look for the bodies, but they was gone. And those are the ones that didn't want to listen and evacuate. There you go.
That live where that van is.
Now he got his tremble in his voice now.
The wind stopped. I was running everywhere trying to help people. And I found them. He was passed, but she was still alive at the time. And I helped get the roof off her legs with a couple of policemen.
Damn, a roof on your legs.
And,
That thing wrapped up in the tree.
That's straight carnage, man. Look at that. And the people under there.
I wasn't concerned about dying. I really wasn't. He's not done with me. He's not.
What the hell is this?
And that's the only thing I can put together as the reason that we're still alive.
Why were you spared? Maybe she's Northern Kingdom. Moses said, I'm going to touch you a little bit.
And every day they have the cadaver dogs coming through looking for people still.
Told you, the number still ain't done. That's what it looked like. Give me that in Psalm 148. Watch what it say in Psalm 148, verse 8. Why would God do destruction like we just see right there and come through? Because remember what Christianity teaches, God is love. He hate the sin, but love the sinner. All right. Psalm 148, read verse 1 and 2.
Psalms chapter 148, verse 1. Praise ye the Lord. Praise ye the Lord from the heavens. Praise him in the heights. Praise ye him, all his angels. Praise ye him, all his hosts. Verse 8. Fire and hail, snow and vapors, stormy wind fulfilling his word.
Hold on. What does those winds come for? They do what?
Stormy wind fulfilling his word.
Man, that ain't no hurricane season. That ain't no natural disaster. That ain't science. That ain't climate change. God said judgment needs to be right there.
We're going to put some respect on God's name and his word.
That's right. Judgment need to be right there. And you know what God said? You know what? I'm going to bring judgment every year to y'all wicked Negroes down there at the very bottom.
Y'all think y'all good with them coconut
y'all think y'all living good down there. If I don't touch y'all, y'all going to think Babylon the Great is going to last forever. I got to touch them to make sure because they got sunshine a whole lot down there. Let me make sure I touch their ass every year.
Hey, you should put up that clip. God looking at us. I don't like that shit. I'm going to drop a dime on them. Every single year, I'm going to drop a dime on them.
Let's go to them other videos to show a little bit more of how God fulfilled his word. Go ahead.
Along the Gulf Coast of Florida, families are returning to this after Hurricane Milton slammed ashore. Debris, uprooted trees, and foundations where entire homes once stood. It's the same scene in Treasure Island, where Robin Maggio got a first look at her home after Hurricanes Helene and Milton hit.
This is horrible. I literally am speechless right now because I just drove in. I just flew in.
Sunday, President Biden flew over St. Pete Beach, his second trip to Florida in just over a week. He spoke with storm victims surrounded by battered homes and promised $612 million in additional federal aid aimed at electric grid strength and hurricane-affected areas.
We're going to do everything we can to get power back in your home. Not only helping you recover,
about to die,
but to help you build back.
I'm out this tomorrow.
Those in hard-hit Valrico need the help. Floodwaters have swallowed entire neighborhoods.
When you look at this, it's 50 years of memories. I know
Gone
that we
like
will
that.
rebuild. We always do.
And those things
That's
bring
how
diseases.
our family is.
Yep.
A major
Cholera.
gas shortage is also hurting recovery efforts. About 1 in 3 stations across the state are out of gas.
Hey
37
man,
million
go ahead. You
gallons
can
of gas.
cut that real quick. I want you to go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. What is God trying to show us when he brings the stormy winds fulfilling his word? Ecclesiastes 3:18. Solomon, the wisest man that ever walked the face of the earth besides Christ. It wasn't no damn Confucius. It wasn't no damn Emotep.
Right.
Hell no.
Hell
It was
exists.
Solomon. Look what he said. Read that. 18. Ecclesiastes 3:18.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 18. I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men.
This is all men. Read.
That God might manifest them and that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
That's what God touched us for, to humble, because what has, especially this white man in Babylon the Great and all over the world, but mainly here in Babylon the Great, what is he full of? He's full of pride.
Yeah. Right.
And what has happened to his subjects, his servants that have lived under him? They have become prideful as well. You've taken on the spirit of that white man. God said, I'm going to humble y'all. I'm especially you Negroes and Hispanics. I'm going to humble y'all ass every year through here to make sure that y'all understand that y'all just beasts and y'all need me to live.
Because you heard what she said. She said she just flew in. She probably had another a state somewhere else, like most of them do. All right, so when they see this destruction, it's light work for them. So the Lord got to jack them up on all continents.
That's
right.
And he gotta jack us up too, because it's a new thing on the earth where Judah and Benjamin and Levi talk about some natural disasters and whatever. When we was
never
little,
say that.
when we was little and it started raining and thunder and lightning,
Bring it out. You might be Judah. You might be real Judah. I don't know.
Y'all shut up in this house.
For y'all that don't know, we was having a debate about North Judah and South Judah, but Cat might he might redeem them all. Go ahead.
Yeah. When that thunder struck and that lightning went across that sky, all the lights went off.
Yeah.
All the TVs went off.
Radio went
The
down.
house was
Everybody
dark
sat
as
still.
hell. Stop talking. Stop moving. God doing his work.
Yep. That's exactly how it was.
We all,
Grandma used to say,
God speaking.
Yep.
Better be quiet and listen.
Yup. That's it right there, man. And
So
you know
we
what?
redeemed ourselves.
You redeemed
All
yourself.
right, all praise. We Judah, y'all.
Yeah. South Judah. Yeah. And they got to find that scripture for. I'll find it here in a second. It'll come to me. But look at because y'all saw all that sand and stuff and all that destruction around there. We're gonna show y'all the power of God and how we gotta humble ourselves as a people and realize, man, that the air we breathe, the heartbeats we take, the eye blinks all of that stuff is by the mercy of God. And that we ain't came into that God mode yet, that we just beast in this flesh.
Right.
Play that next video.
This is unique. So it
Turn
looks
him
like
up.
I'm standing on a beach right now, but this
Pause
none
it.
of this.
He said he's not standing on a beach, y'all. Y'all see he's walking on sand, though.
Yeah, beach sand.
Okay. Play that.
Sand should be here. Milton pushed all of this right this way, and this condo here.
Half
it
of the
is
house.
now-
Pause it.
Oh,
That's a
man.
house.
He can get on the
Where
roof.
we done understand?
Yeah.
He can get on the roof from there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking on the roof.
Lord
The
is
roof
great.
is at his waist.
The roof is at his waist. He's
Amazing.
looking at the top of a roof.
So the Lord
That ain't no
brought
midget house.
Quarter of the ocean to the front beachfront property.
Right.
Oh,
So
y'all
the-
won't be on the beach? I'm going to bring it
got
to
you.
your front
So
door.
the Lord
Hook
took
you
the
up.
waves, scooped up all the
Scooped
sand,
the
and
sand
threw it
up.
at the house.
Man, you know how hard is it to remove sand?
Yo,
Right.
that's
Man.
crazy.
You know how
Bruh.
much sand that is?
Yeah.
Really, you pick up a handful,
To be that
it's
high.
probably 1,000,000 grains of sand in your hand.
Bruh.
God said, I'm going to show you how big my hand is.
Well, right in your
Bam,
lap.
right there.
My damn tent got rained on and got sand all. I had to throw it away.
Dang.
That's a little bit of
Well,
sand.
you know what they're doing at that house?
They throw it away.
Throw that shit. They're
They
gonna
throw it in the garbage.
Go ahead and play the rest of that. See what he's talking about.
buried in sand. We are talking about feet of sand right here. I also had a chance to speak with the property manager here, who tells me that they cleaned it out after Helene 2 weeks ago. So everything that you see here behind me, that was brought in by Milton. And
Pause
now
it.
I'm...
That's new. God did it the first time. He said, "Oh, y'all, they got more. Look at these beasts down here. You know what? Put it back. Right. Hey, what they used to say? Put it back where you got it from. Yeah. Nobody told you to touch that." No God a black man. Yeah, go ahead, Cap.
Hey, get Proverbs 8:29.
Read it up.
We got to understand, the Lord gives his word. Nature, what they call nature. The earth does what the Lord says.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
We go to the beach, like he just said. This is not the beach. At the beach, the water comes up and the water goes back. But when the Lord say, do what I said to do, this is what happens.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 29. When he gave to the sea his decree that the water should not pass his commandment.
So he gave the sea the decree that the waters don't pass the commandment. And then he gave the commandment for the sea to tear that house up.
Yeah.
Bring the beach to that house.
Right. I'm going to change my command.
I'm going to change it. And guess what? It did not disobey, did it?
Nope.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let's finish it out.
When he gave to the sea his decree that the water should not pass his commandment, when he appointed the foundations of the earth.
So he appointed those foundations, and guess what? It's his foundations to change.
Yeah.
He see fit.
Yep. When he tell that sea, I don't want you to be in there no more. I want you to be right over here. It does what it says to do.
And immediately it listens.
Yep. Exactly right. Go back, finish that video out.
I mean, the bottom of the roof here, it's at my waist level, and I can see right over
Now
the
look
roof.
at this. He said the roof is at his waist level. Micah, you deal with that kind of stuff. How from the ground to the top of a roof of a house?
Probably
how high is it?
About 12, 15 feet.
Damn.
So what's half of 15?
7.5, 8 feet.
Damn.
Amazing.
That's a lot of sand for him to walk on, though. That's what we ain't thinking about. Yeah, that's high, but that's a lot of sand. 8 foot worth of sand where he can walk from one end of the roof to the other. Man.
And it's packed it too. Like,
Yes, packed.
Yeah.
You stuck
He's
in
not
that, you
sinking
done.
in it.
Right. It's solid.
That means up under that, it's a whole lot more what you see on top.
Yeah.
It can be Miss Ann and everybody under that sand, ain't it?
Yeah, everybody. Huh? Yeah, it's taller than Shaq. Damn. Good point. Play the rest of that video.
And that's just in this spot, too. We've had a chance to go around this area in Venice, and there was some significant wind damage and destruction to other homes as well. This is...
All right, you cut that. Give me that in Job 37, because we was talking about it. Job 37 and 5. Now, this is how you know we Israelites, because I'll tell you right now, I ain't never met a black person that said, yeah, I read the book of Job. To this day. To this day, until I got the truth. You can't tell me, yeah, I read all of it. You know why they're going to stop not read all the book of Job? Because for one, it's hard as hell to understand. God got to give you his wisdom for you to understand it. Now, I want you to start at verse 1. We're going to read down to verse 5.
Job chapter 37, verse 1. At this also my heart trembleth.
It did what?
Trembleth.
That's how we should be when that stuff comes. Lord is coming through here with judgment for somebody. Lord, have mercy on me. We should tremble. Go ahead.
And is moved out of his place. Hear attentively the noise of his voice.
God said, pay attention. He said, when I come through, pay attention to what I'm saying. Read.
And the sound that goeth out of his mouth. He directeth it under the whole heaven.
Read.
And is lightning unto the ends of the earth.
Read.
After it a voice roareth. He thundereth with his voice of his excellency.
He does what?
Yeah.
He thundereth with his voice of his excellency.
What did Judah used to say?
Hey.
What you say, Cap? He said, Judah say what? God
is
talking.
speaking.
He talking.
Be
quiet.
I guarantee you, your grandma ain't read that. But they knew that was God speaking.
It was in there. We knew it.
Respect needed to come through.
Yup. Damn. Keep reading.
He thundereth with the voice of his excellency, and he will not stay them when his voice is heard. God thundereth marvelously with his voice.
The Bible's telling you who's talking. It's just in a language that we can't understand. We ain't spiritual enough, but something in our soul is telling us God speaking.
Yeah,
sit down, be quiet, and your ass listen. to what
Hey,
God got to
guys,
say.
I remember when
you read about that in Moses, all the lightning and thunder. They was like, nah, hey,
you speak with us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Cap, I remember when it thundered everybody say, you better not forswear.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's going to come get you.
He going to come get you, man. Read up, finish it out, verse 5 again.
God thundereth marvelously with his voice. Great things doeth he, which we cannot comprehend.
There you go. That's why we can't understand it when it thunders. We ain't in that spiritual body yet to understand it, because when you read in Revelation, John heard the thundering, and it said he began to write. Matter of fact, we got to get it precept upon precept. All right, let's go ahead and get it. It just came to my mind. Let's find this. Somebody find. Let me look. I'm gonna have to Bible app this one. I was reading it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Let me know if y'all got it. What you got? 15 and 3. Let's see what 15 and 3 say. No. Verse 14 and 2.
Revelations chapter 14, verse 2. And I heard a voice from heaven.
Nah, that ain't it. But Keith, you can read it though.
As the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder.
Yeah.
And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps.
Okay, so he heard a voice of great thunder. We read it in Job. Now get that in Revelation chapter 10. And start at 3.
Revelations chapter 10, verse 3.
Yep, 3 and 4.
And cried with a loud voice, as when a lion roareth. And when he had cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices.
Read.
And when the 7 thunders had uttered their voices, I was about to write.
Stop right there. John was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and he can understand those voices that we cannot comprehend.
That's a cold precept.
We ain't there yet, but Lord's will, if we endure to the end, when he speaks with that mighty voice again, we'll be able to understand and say, yes, Lord.
And that shows also why Moses understood. He wasn't scared because he understood that voice of God. He was looking at him like, come on, the Lord's trying to get close to you, y'all. Y'all don't understand what he's saying? So that right there connected the dots.
Imagine what the Lord was saying in that hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm about to judge all of y'all.
Yeah.
All of y'all. This
Tampa,
this over here, y'all about to die. And he's speaking the entire time.
Right.
And we don't understand.
that.
Hey, go ahead, officer.
Hey, get me John chapter 12, verse 28. We're going to hear what the thunder. At that time, some people understood it, some didn't.
John chapter 12 and verse 28. Father, glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from heaven.
From where?
From heaven, saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again.
You're going to hear what the voice sound like.
The people therefore that stood by and heard it said that it thundered.
What?
It thundered.
Some said that it was thunder, but some say what?
Others said an angel spake to him.
Yeah. But look, check this out. They had the wisdom to understand. Some had to understand. Oh, it's thunder. No, that's an angel speaking. But none of them can comprehend it like John did. Right. None of them could comprehend it like John did.
We don't.
The people therefore that stood by and heard it said that it thundered. Others said an angel spake to him. Jesus answered and said, this voice came not because of me, but for your sake.
A voice.
There you go.
That was speaking.
Christ confirmed it.
Damn. That was a voice that spake unto the people. But some understood, but some didn't.
This ain't no hurricane season, man. This is God's reason. We giving it to you, man. He coming for judgment. Now, you remember in Job, it said when God's voice speak, we should tremble, right? And it come through the not Negroes, no, not God's children. No, we are that damn especially Negroes that be in Florida, man. Play that video. Look at us. Look at us. Play that.
Good afternoon, fuck niggas. I'm here giving y'all the breaking
Turn him up, man.
Y'all to know, man, about Hurricane Milton. Man, nigga named Milton never scared me and shit, man.
You see Negroes in Florida? See, but look at this. This is what we got to have our spiritual eyes open. Why are we like that? Because we have learned about God from our oppressors.
Exactly right.
See, they call what God does Milton, Luis. What's this new one they got coming? God say put Nadine. They give it there. Milton, Nadine, them old ass names.
Nigga name.
Yeah.
They got a whole family tree.
Right. Hey, it get family tree names like that, Luis, Ruiz, and stuff like that. That's why we don't fear God, because we've learned about God from this white man.
And they mock
And
God.
that's why he would say something like that. Ain't no nigga in Milton ever scared me.
Right, because that's where that's exactly what the news channel with reporters would do.
Yep.
They'll go actually to the eye of the storm or before the storm, stand
Standing
right
in it.
there, talking to the Lord.
Storm chasers.
Yeah. I think one reporter got swept away while he was standing on the
All
shore.
praises.
All praise to the Most High. The Lord hand for
I
that.
think one of them got hit by debris.
That was Anderson Cooper.
Anderson
Got
Cooper.
smacked his ass in the face.
With a stop sign.
Wow. Let's finish playing out this video. Watch this.
What time it is, man? We outside with it, man. We outside, not in, man. All y'all talking about evacuate? That's only for Tampa, man. You know Tampa ain't been hot ever since Brady left, man. We outside, man. You all know what time it is, man. All traps open, man. We got perk, we got green,
Somebody
we got
in the
perk
back
for the
hang
15,
gliding.
man. You all know what time it is, man. And all you motherfuckers who got banks, all banks report, man. You already know, man. TD, Chase, Wells, whatever, man. Jordan still going, man. We outside, man. Talking about Hurricane Milton, man. You got a dog walking the street down there. You all know what time it is, man. We out here, man. All that talking about Hurricane Milton. A nigga named Milton never scared me and shit. Hey!
Go to the next video. This is why we got to relearn about God. Because judgment coming. Judgment gonna come and God gonna remember those words. Play the next video.
Can these bones live?
Right.
I'll know it.
Go ahead.
This is all I have to eat. I got ramen noodles and that's it. I did not plan for this shit, man. Fuck.
He outside during the
I didn't
hurricane.
bring 2 packs to bring 1 pack. It's probably expired anyways. Shit.
With ramen noodles and pause it, and it's a stigma on ramen noodles, whatever you want to call them, that only niggas eat those.
Bruh.
And he
The
made
Moab
sure
don't
he got
even eat that thing.
he got a pack of those to show, look at me, laugh at me, I'm a nigga. This is I got the staple food of Negroes out here during the hurricane. Okay. Now y'all see that? Go to the next video. Look at this. Y'all keep playing with God.
Okay. Oh my God. I want to fucking trip. Okay. Guys, my stream's gonna get water damage. My phone's gonna.
12,000 people watching this goof ass.
Everything's flooded. I might not make it back to the crib. I don't know, but fuck.
And look, he did this to for a chance to win.
We're on the fucking train.
$20,000 or something.
Stay outside.
Yeah. During the hurricane.
So he said his life is worth 20,000.
Yep. This is what we talking about, man. When we learned about God through this white man, we ain't learned to fear him, and judgment keep coming upon us, coming and coming and coming. Get that in Galatians chapter 6. What Negroes need to learn. Galatians 6 and 7.
Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
You best believe God will come and collect on them mockings. Because you put it out there for everybody to see. God gonna make sure that when your terror come, he gonna make sure everybody sees those things. And they gonna remember. And they're gonna put you on the damn internet. They're gonna put you on a internet article. Remember the guy with the ramen noodles during that?
Idiot.
Yeah, he didn't make it through this one, y'all.
Yep. He did. He black.
He black. Now go to that next one, because I will go show him what Esau, how this is why black folk don't fear him. I don't want that video. It's the you skip that one. It's the article, the Bible info article. This is why Negroes is like that when these disasters come. It's the Bible info article. Yep, pull it up. Now watch this. Read it.
Bible info. Does God send hurricanes and earthquakes?
Now let's see what this white man said, because this is how the thought that we got as a people. Read it.
What does the Bible say about hurricanes, tornadoes, and other natural disasters? Does the Bible give an answer to why the world is in such a mess if God is really in control? How could a God of love let masses of people die from killer hurricanes, catastrophic earthquakes, tsunamis, terrorist attacks, and disease?
Now let's skip all of that. You see where they're going with it, right? Now go down. Now read that.
Is God responsible for natural disasters? Although God is often viewed as the one causing these terrible catastrophes, he is not responsible.
Stop. There you go.
Oh, my goodness.
That's why black folk is out there mocking God. They believe, and when they go to Christian church, you best believe them pastors is teaching this right here.
Right.
So he wasn't the one that flooded the whole earth.
No.
That wasn't him.
It wasn't him. No, it was somebody else.
He wasn't the one that brought down fire and brimstone.
No, that wasn't him. That brought the hail and killed, destroyed everything.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Damn.
No, that wasn't him.
No, that wasn't him.
Give me that in Isaiah, 45?
Yep.
Yep. Isaiah 45. Let's see what it says about those things. Isaiah chapter 45. Go ahead. Verse
Isaiah
7.
chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Now, see, this is the thing. He does these things, what they call evil and all of this stuff. That's God bringing these catastrophes, the tsunamis, and all of those things because of what? Give me the one now in Deuteronomy. Get that in Deuteronomy, what he says, 32, 39. This is why the scripture, the curse said in Deuteronomy, when you get to those place off those ships, it says, you will not know me. You will serve other gods, wood and stone. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive.
That's God doing those things. It is him that's responsible for it.
Not Milton.
Not Milton. Not what
climate
was
change.
What's the end one that's coming out?
Nadine.
Not that.
Not global warming.
Not global warming. God said, I do those. I create all of those things. Now, give me that next one that we got right there. No, never mind. We gonna skip that one because that's just more of Esau trying to explain what God is. Give me that in Psalm 83. Psalm 83 real quick. And then start at verse, let's read verse 13 on down. Let's see what David said in the spirit.
Psalms chapter 83, verse 13. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind.
Before the what?
Before the wind.
Yeah, burrito.
As the fire burneth a wood.
That's another element. Go ahead.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
Do what to them?
So persecute them with thy tempest.
With thy what?
With thy tempest.
With thy tornado, with your hurricane, whatever, cyclone, whatever this white man come up with. God, persecute their ass with it, and all of your people that mock you and don't fear you. Persecute them with it. Read on.
And make them afraid.
And do what?
Make them afraid with thy storm.
That's what God's doing.
You heard the little Edomite earlier trembling in his voice because he thought he was going to ride it out. Roof came off. He came out of the house with it.
Yep.
Neighbors was under his roof.
He went to go look for them. They was gone.
Under his roof.
God said, it says, make them afraid with thy storm. Keep reading.
Fill their faces with shame.
Because they thought this house was tornado proof.
Right.
Oh, this was hurricane proof. I got hurricane windows. Look, God said, okay, you can have it. I'm going to take the whole damn house with the windows and the whole foundation, and I'm going to put it over there for your ass. Go get it.
You can't put it on your neighbor.
Put it on
that
top
you
of your-
got to go lift up and come on. Man. That's what happened.
Fill their faces with shame. Read on.
That they may seek thy name, O Lord.
But our people ain't doing that because why? We keep learning about God from this white man. We ain't seeking his name. Read on.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish.
For what reason?
That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Jehovah, art the most high over all the earth.
You ain't gonna keep calling him natural disaster.
Right.
You ain't gonna keep calling him damn climate change. Don't you bet not call him Milton. He said, my name, Lord Jehovah, Yahweh. I'm God, ain't none with me. All right. So hey, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this commercial break here on Four Corners News.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Exploitation.